starving.
What
You
food?
have to edit it out.
What are you having again?
Chinese.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, what from a Chinese?
God, I don't know. I just said order whatever.
Well, so they could literally order you anything. They could order you like a bat. And
Well,
you
I
did
mean,
it.
I assume they ordered something I liked.
What do you like? What do you usually have from a Chinese?
Chicken chow mein.
Do you chime in?
Mhm.
Do you have like chips or something with it, or
Nope.
you just have it on its own?
Well, yeah, they're huge portions from here.
Is it? Oh.
I'll show you when I get it if you want.
Ooh, you saucy minx. Recording, by the way.
Brilliant.
China recording.
I heard.
You are? You heard.
I heard.
Heard, did you? Where do you hear it? Right. We ready? You think you're good to go?
Yeah, all I'm gonna do is answer your questions.
Answer my questions. Well, I'm interviewing you. Shall I interview you, shall I?
No, you shouldn't.
Why? Right. Another episode, China. Episode 3.
The last one.
Is it actually? Is this the last one, is it? Oh, I see. We were doing a trilogy. Yeah, this is the trilogy. This is the last episode, guys. It's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Nah, I'm only teasing. We'll probably do another 8. We'll milk it, probably. Milk all the views.
Yeah, another
Alright.
800 or so.
800? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think I can do 800. But
Who Geordie with coming for you?
I don't think he's threatened by this podcast. Probably not. I mean, we are.
Two very skinny, very small Welsh men.
Well, I don't know. Speak for yourself, mate. You know, I've been doing a lot of press-ups recently. You know, just.
I was speaking about you, but okay.
What do you mean 2? You said 2 though.
Yeah, but you're like obese. You count as 2.
Oh, cheers, mate. Just bring my weight up. Like what? 2 minutes into the podcast. Cheers, mate.
I won't bring up your nose, don't worry. Oh, God's sake.
Wow. Okay, that's fair. All right. I'll let that one slip. Welcome back to the 3rd episode of the podcast, guys. I am joined with my friend China.
Friend.
What? What do you mean?
No, it's fine. No. Yeah, here I am.
Well, I'm not gonna say boyfriend, am I? Because then people are gonna. Oh, I've just said it now. Nice going. Yeah, cheers. All right, sound. Right. So in this episode, I thought we'll do just a nice little episode. Well, I'd say nice episode. It's not a great topic, but I thought we'd talk about the lockdown. What do you think about it, Chine? What's your thoughts on this
Loving
lockdown?
It. Absolutely love it.
Do you actually? So, what do you like in this lockdown? Is it bothering you or?
It's not much different to my normal life, to be honest.
Mate, literally the same. You know when everyone joked about it, like when we were going into a lockdown. Oh, right, okay. So people, if you've been living under a rock, I guess we sort of. Well, we don't have to explain it, but obviously for context. Currently, the whole world is in lockdown because of a virus.
Yes, to explain it.
I don't. I just feel like I don't know.
You should be like, if you're watching, not in 2020.
Yeah, okay, so it's for the future. For the future people, yeah, so if this video gets watched in about 1,000,000 years when I'm dead and buried, well, I'm probably not buried, am I? I'm in the soil, but anyway. For people in the future, in 2020, if you didn't pay attention in history class, the world is currently under threat by an alien invasion. Imagine. Well, I mean, I guess it's an alien invasion because they're a virus. Is that a virus an alien? Can you call a virus an alien? No? Jen?
It looks like you're the one that didn't pay attention in science or history class.
No, so, okay. The world is currently undergoing threat from a virus called COVID-19. That's why we're on lockdown. I mean, that sounds proper scientific, doesn't it? Is it? Yeah, so hence why we're currently in a lockdown. Yeah, mate, to be honest, like, before all this, I didn't really leave the house. I think it sounds sad, but I like the comfort of my own room, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I like sitting in my room, not being bothered, playing games or streaming or editing or doing whatever I do. That's just how I've been since I was a kid. What about you? Have you been the same?
Yeah.
It's
Don't
like
really go anywhere.
Have you ever tried to explain that to someone? Like, obviously, if it's someone like me, I get it. I'm like, okay, fair enough, mate. Yeah, I'm the same. But have you ever explained that to, like, I don't know, people you work with or whatever, or just people on the street, and they go like, "That's quite sad, dude. You should go out and do stuff."
I mean, I don't really care what people think, so I don't really bother telling them anyway.
I do. I just have to get everyone's sort of, I guess, what's the word? What's the word when you seek people's approval? I just have to have everyone's approval, mate, you know? I just have to have everyone think I'm cool. Nah, I'm joking. So yeah, like, obviously it hasn't affected us a lot, but like what I've noticed, so, you know, the people, like, I'm a key worker at the moment, so I have to work. So I don't really have a say, so I guess I'm technically still leaving the house. What about you? Are you a key worker?
Nope.
You're still working though, right?
Well, design work at home, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Wait, do you work full time, like outside the house? But you're just full time designer, aren't you?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're still So yeah, you're still in the house. Like, I know you used to be in the house, but like, do you still feel a change in this? Because obviously,
I'd like to go outside and just go for a drive a boat, but I can't.
exactly. Yeah. See, that's what I wanted to touch upon. So even though I didn't really leave my house that much, I guess you're the choice. We don't really have the choice to go out. Like, people still do. Like, I feel like people take the mick with this lockdown, because I get you go out once a day for your exercise, but like I said, I work in a supermarket, right? And they say essential food shopping only, or essential shops. Let me just tell you, mate, people do not shop essentially. Like, I'll be on till, right? And I'll get called to my till, and I walk over, and there's just a woman there getting a chocolate bar and a drink. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? This is supposed to be essential shopping.
Maybe she's diabetic and needs it.
What, one chocolate bar? And one drink? Like a bottle of wine?
Maybe they're high in sugar.
No, but the thing is, look, like, I saw this argument on Twitter. Someone said, like, oh, you know, this whole, obviously, people's mental health we got to take, you know, into consideration. Being locked up in the house, you know, not being able to go out. I appreciate that. You want to go out. But what I'm trying to get at is, these people are coming in, like, 4 times a day. And, like, I'm not annoyed that they're coming in specifically 4 times a day. I'm annoyed that they're out 4 times a day, which is causing a high chance of them catching this virus, me or other people, and then this whole situation prolonging longer. That's what I'm annoyed at. Like, I want her to have, this woman, I want her to have the best mental health, you know. I don't want her to suffer inside, but what I'm trying to get at is, it maybe go out once a day, but if she, let's say she is diabetic and she needs that chocolate, maybe just do a big fucking shop of chocolate, just get a couple of packs and stuff, and then, do you know what I mean? Just stop coming to a supermarket 4 times a day and risking the lives of other people. It's so frustrating, mate, that, like, it actually winds me up.
It's just pointless going out, isn't it?
But, like,
Who thinks, oh, is a virus trying to kill me? Let's go outside and try and get it.
yeah, no, mate, I've seen some scary stuff. Like, I don't want to scare people, but I watched, have you seen on Netflix, it's like the coronavirus, like, it's just like a 30-minute bloody, like, documentary type thing of, like, they talked about all the other viruses and, like, what we did to prevent them, etc., blah, blah, blah. Like, some of the stuff actually freaked me out. Like, you could have it, but you don't actually show symptoms and you just pass it on to other people. That's why we're in lockdown, is to risk the spread of it. And people, like, remember that, like, they stopped people going out in groups and stuff, going to the park, like, we're actually supposed to be on lockdown. But have you ever, like, have you gone shopping and just seen outside of supermarkets, mate? There's queues and queues of people.
Yeah,
Couples.
I went to Tesco yesterday. I mean, I waited in the car and took someone there. But someone that I live with, I wasn't picking people up. But,
Were you 2 meters in the car?
I don't drive a bus. My car's like 2 meters big.
No, but it frustrates me, like, and, like, the amount of people who complain. So I'll be on till, and then someone's like, oh, bloody hell, I've been waiting, like, 20 minutes outside, and then this boy, right, he must be my age, or maybe a little bit older, he literally was, like, complaining at my till about how he had to wait in line for, like, 15 minutes or something stupid like that, and I was scanning shopping, literally went beep, beep, beep. I was like, is that it? He's like, yeah. He bought a bottle of Coke and 2 bags of popcorn, mate. I was like, you fucking hell, mate. Like, you just... No sympathy.
Maybe that's for his movie night. You never know.
Yeah, but mate, come on, we got a virus. Like, people need to get in their head. Like, if you want to do things, just bulk buy shopping. If you can't get popcorn, just have a chocolate bar crisp, pal. Like, mate, I would think of it. Our generation, yeah, we are entitled. Like, we've not. In our generation, we haven't had any wars. Look, we've had terrible things happen. Obviously, 9/11 and other things. Yeah, I'm not saying that we've had it easy, but we've had it easier than other generations. Yeah, and like, remember the World War? Remember World War III was gonna happen? Mate, everyone was shitting their pants, me included, dude. Like, it's mad. Like, people were saying, oh, you know, you have to go to war and we're gonna get shot and stuff. Blah. Like, personally, mate, that did scare me because I don't want to go to war, dude. I don't want to shoot anyone. Do you mean like?
I really don't think they would have picked up you from Swansea to go to war with Korea, but okay.
What do you mean, mate? Like, come on. Like, if you're going to war, you gotta have Minniefrickers on your front line, son. That's all I'm saying.
True, you can.
I'll be in the jungle when I getting the buffs, like ganking the enemy lines.
The dragon.
Where's Minniefrickers? Oh, he's killing the dragon, he is, but then we'll get an airstrike then. Oh, tidy. I'm just on the floor with a laptop, the Predator missile. No, but like, yeah, you know, it was some scary times. But if you look at it now, like, mate, we're getting asked to stay indoors to save our generation. That's all we're supposed to do is stay indoors.
All you have to do is stay inside. That's it. You have everything there. You get 80% of your wage paid for you.
Mate, oh god, that winds me up. It annoys me. Dude, I wish, if I was in that situation, if I got paid to stay at home, mate, oh my god, I'd love it. It'd be amazing. I'd be streaming every day, no worries, you know? It's just, it's madness, dude. It stresses me out, like, when people, I get being, the idea of, if you're not used to it, being stuck inside, it can be quite frustrating, obviously, with your mental health and you reading all this stuff. I get that, and I appreciate that. But, like, we're like, yeah, you're going out 4 or 5 times a day, you know, and you're not keeping your distance from people, and you're just not doing what people, like, the government tell you. Like, it's simple. I don't understand the frustration. I don't understand the rude people as well, mate. Like, I saw on the internet, someone shared on Facebook a couple of days ago, this woman was queuing in Lidl's. There was kids in front of her, but apparently they were taking too long at the till. So do you know what she did? She coughed on them, mate. She fucking coughed on them, dude. Like, what the fuck, like how mad is that? Like, imagine if you were at the till and you were just paying, maybe there's something wrong with the machine or something, and it was taking, I don't know, too long, and someone just coughed on you, mate. What would you do?
Spit on them.
So that's just fucking causing a big problem. It makes you just.
I mean, spitting on them is literally illegal, but I'm sure coughing on them isn't legal either.
That's honestly, mate. When I read that, like, I was disgusted. Like, they were kids. I think.
Oh, not in your shop.
No, not in my shop, mate. Oh, mate, that would not happen in my shop. I'd throw someone out that RKO. I probably shouldn't leave that in. Get fired probably. No, mate. The conveyor belt. Boosh. No, like, mate, that makes me sick that there's some selfish ass people out there that do that. And don't get me started on the panic buying, mate. Have you done any panic buying?
No, I saw. I went to Tesco like when as they announced the lockdown. Everyone was grabbing all the toilet roll and everything.
Mate, it was pathetic. Like, I remember, because obviously I worked throughout it all, and God, mate, like, one day it just was so busy. There was only like 3-4 of us in at a time, and then one Sunday, our manager just got a shit ton of people in, and he was like, right, you're all on till. And I was like, how bad is it? And then boom, the doors came through, and this was before the social distancing came out, and it was disgusting in there, mate. It was queues and queues and queues, and I was scanning so much food, mate. Like, people buying trays of beans and stuff. Like, at first it was sort of like, this is silly, like, oh my god, what's going on? Oh, this is crazy. But then it got ridiculous as the days went on, because people were coming in, like, where's your beans? Where's your pasta? I'm like, well, it's all fucking gone, mate, because you came here. Yes, like, people that I see every day, like, doing it, mate, like, coming in, buying shit ton of toilet roll, like, a crap ton of pasta, beans and stuff, and they were going like, oh, where's your bloody are you running out of stuff here? What's going on? And I'm like, mate, you literally came here yesterday and bought a shit ton of food. You spent 200 quid on food. I think you're sorted, pal. The shops are open every day. We got stock sorted out, mate. Like, we'd have to, like, because we had so much fresh stuff in, right? We'd open at 8 o'clock and we're still working, like, the pallets of stuff to go out, and then people would be, like, surround me going, all right, but have you got any pasta? I'm like, no, mate, like, we do, but, like, we got to work this stuff. And he's like, oh, well, when is it going to be out then? I'm like, well, if you stop coming up to me, pal, we'll get it out, you mate. Oh, I lost hope in humanity, mate. Like, it's just, the amount of times I just wanted to scream and just throw a tin at someone's head, mate. Ban me out, mate.
I bet if you did that, they wouldn't even fire you because they need the staff.
Yeah, legit. Like, Josh, can you please not throw tins of beans at people? Alright, sorry. No, but it's gone crazy, mate.
What I've seen more is people biking about, because I live by the bridge that goes to town.
Oh, right.
And like every 2 minutes, there's like another family on bikes just going by, or people walking past.
Yeah.
It's not normally this busy, and it's the main part. That's how you get to town. And
Yeah.
they're just like cycling through, and I'm like, what? I don't know if you saw Jack mate put a video up. There's like a park outside his house, I think. There was like a bunch of people drinking there.
Yeah, I did see that, mate. And it's people like them.
8 or 10 people or something. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, mate, it's people like them that are just going to prolong this lockdown even longer.
They're the ones that are like, oh, you can't tell us what to do, and then their nan will die, and they'll be in pieces. And like, well, it's literally your fault.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, obviously, it's not, yeah. It's not theirs specifically, it's obviously the other people as well. Or it might
they're not
be.
helping, are they?
No, they're not helping at all. No. Like, it's hard, because like I said, like, we're all entitled. Probably me as well. Like, I think certain things and you just take for granted, because it's just our life, like, you know? Oh, it's one of them. It's tricky, and like everyone gets offended nowadays. So like I feel really like, oh, should I be saying this sort of stuff? But at the end of the day, it's true, and this is how I feel. So, you know, the whole freedom of speech thing, I should be able to say this.
I mean, it's not your fault if they get offended what you say. It's their fault. It's their problem, not yours.
Like, I'm not exactly being harsh. I'm telling them as it is. Like, people don't like that as well, mate. Like, I've had so many, like, customers, like, kick off with other customers about, like, oh, that's not an essential shop, or you're not 2 meters, and then they get really touchy about it and want me to, like, sort it out. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, guys, you know, we're all supposed to be in this together. The fact that, like, you have been in here, like, 4 times a day shouldn't exclude the fact that, you know, like, they're both scared. Like, they're scared because you're standing behind them with a bag of crisps. So let's be honest. Do you need that bag of crisps, mate? Can't you just, like, do one shop a week and get a shit ton of crisps?
Oh my
You're
God,
in your
sorry.
everyday, like, that's right. You know, it's just so exhausting, mate. Like to be honest, I don't really accuse people of it anymore. Like, in my work, I don't really care. As long as anyone doesn't cough on me, mate, or sneeze on me or anything, I don't really give a shit. Like, I'm just there to do my hours and get home and just be safe. You know what I mean? Like, have you been out and about and had anyone, like, cough around you and stuff like that?
When they first announced that we were going to lockdown, I was walking my dog past someone and they coughed in the air when I was walking sort of near them. I was like, what? You're meant to cover your mouth when you're not in lockdown. Why aren't you doing it now?
Mate, it's crazy, right? It's crazy how, before all this, how bad our, like, as a, you know, a nation or whatever, how bad our, like, manners are. Like, people sneeze, they don't cover their mouth. They cough, they don't cover their mouth. Like, you see their kids as well. Like, I know they're kids, but it's part of, like, it's a responsibility of the parent to educate that kid and say, whoa, cover your mouth, mate. Like, what are you doing? Like, when my cousin Ethan, when he was growing up and he was in the house, every time he'd cough, like, Ethan, cover your mouth, mate. You know, I try to teach him young, like, if you sneeze, alright, go wash your hands, pal, you know. It's just simple, like, manners, mate. Like, you know, in supermarkets, like, obviously I'm on a till, right? I'll be serving someone, and, like, they just fucking cough all of my till. and they won't go, oh, sorry. They'll just go, "Ugh, ugh," no hand to their mouth, all over my tail. And then I'm just looking at them like, are you fucking annoyed? And
How
mate.
does that even work in where you work? Because you can't be 2 meters away when you're on the till and paying.
So, right, how it works. So in my workplace, we have 6 tills. Yeah, we're not a massive supermarket. It's just so we have 6 tills. We're only allowed to use like 3 tills, but they have to be either 1, 3, and 5, or 2, 4, and 6. So there's a bit between, because otherwise, like, someone could be standing right behind me. Where if I'm on like 3 and then they're on 2, and they could just cough on me, because we have a plastic shield. Like, it's not really all the way around the till. It's just around where I am, to obviously stop like people, I guess, coughing on me or germ spreading, even though germs can spread. Like, some of the people have got gloves on, but personally, mate, like, it's mad, because when it first happened, people always like, oh, where's your gloves? Why haven't you got gloves on? Oh my god. And I'd look down at their hands and I'm like, you're not wearing any gloves. Why are you having a go at me for not wearing gloves? If you're not wearing gloves, that just defeats the purpose of me wearing gloves. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
There's I went to Tesco yesterday, and there's like a table by the trolley bit where you get the trolleys out of the shelter, and there's like a spray bottle and wipes there. People are like spraying down the trolleys, but everyone's just grabbing the same handle on the squirty bottle.
Mate.
So it's like, well, what's the point?
Literally, that's the same in my supermarket, mate. Like, people come through the door and then they'll spray their trolleys and they'll all be grabbing a tissue and stuff. And you don't know, like, do you know what I mean? Some dirty rat from the streets could come in and just be like, spray his trolley, but guess what? He hasn't washed his hands, do you know what I mean? He just coughed on his hands on the way in the building. Like, it's just mad, mate. It's just freaking mad, mate. Like, yeah, going back to people coughing on my tills, like, God, it just stresses me out, mate, because I'm a worrier anyway, and, like, I don't know, like, I think the more you worry about it, like, oh god, like, will I have it now, because this idiot's just coughed all over me, or, like you said, you're walking past, they've coughed in the air, maybe the germs fly through the air onto you, maybe some of his, like, saliva just landed on you, but you didn't realise, maybe a drop of it, you never know, like, it's just mad. And then, like, yeah, have you had any, like, I guess, symptoms or whatever?
No, I've been fine.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie to you, I get it all the time. Like, did I tell you this one day I was doing a 6 till 4, right? I felt sort of weird in the night before. I was like, oh, I feel a bit weird, but I think it's just exhaustion because I've been working so many days in a row. And, like, I just went to bed, and I woke up at, like, 5:30, maybe 5:20, ready for my shift. I opened my eyes, mate. Oh my god, like, I had a massive temperature, mate. I went to bed in my boxer shorts as well, so I wasn't just wrapped up. My temperature, my head was booming. I had a sore throat, mate, like, Jesus Christ, I could barely talk. Yeah, I just felt really weak as well. Like, I just physically couldn't move. And then my brother came up at, like, I don't know, I think it was, like, 22 or something. Because he usually hears me in the shower about 8:30. He's like, yo, you having a shower, mate? You're going to be, you're pushing it a bit. And I just looked at him, I was like, mate, I can't move. Like, I just feel really, really weak. I'm going to have to ring in sick, like. And I was just like, I can't do this. Like, obviously, I don't feel well personally. Like, how am I supposed to, work in that condition? 10 hours as well. It could be a long bloody day. And plus, I'm putting, people and my workmates at risk as well. Because like, I genuinely, mate, I was sitting there, I was probably shitting myself. Like, I was like, fuck, have I got this? Like, have I actually, have I got this, like, disease or whatever? So I rang my boss, and we already had someone else ring in, because obviously all this, and I felt really guilty for it because I let them down. But obviously, it's at the end of the day, mate, it's my own health and their health. Like, I don't want to go in and infect them all, and then we have no staff, like. And yeah, mate, I think it lasted for, I was in bed the entire day. It lasted for, I want to say a day and a half, something like that. And then the next day in the evening, I felt a little bit better. Like, I just continued to hydrate. I took medicine, vitamin C, me with my vitamin C, I take it every day. Bloody love my vitamin C. But yeah, mate, it was actually really scary. Like, I genuinely thought, like, who knows, I might have had it, mate, because it affects people differently. Like, that's one thing people need to sort of, like, understand. Like, if you wake up and have a bad head, like, for an instance with me, and it lasts like a day, you might have just had it. Like, if you aren't feeling 100%, if you've got a little bit of a cough, Just don't go out. Legit, just don't go out. Even if, like, look, oh, I need milk or whatever, just send someone else to get the milk or something. Or maybe someone ask a family member to get you milk and leave it by the door or
get it
something.
delivered if the shop does it.
Yeah, or get it delivered. Like, do you know the amount of people who come out and they just cough in and they're like, oh, I feel ill. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing out, mate? Oh, I need his milk. Like, what's your problem? Like, look, I'm not having to go with you for needing milk. I understand you've got to live, you've got to drink, you've got to, eat, blah, blah, blah. But, mate, what are you doing if you've got...
If you just have a normal cold and you feel sick, you don't go out to get milk.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, they'd come and get, like, flu stuff or whatever. Look, I appreciate you're ill, you need medicine, but can we just stop thinking about ourselves? Like, mate, if I woke up ill, like that day, and I didn't have medicine in the house, I'd text my brother, like, look, on your way home, is there any chance you could possibly bring something home for me, And he'd get it, or I'd text my mum or someone just to get me something. I wouldn't go down to Lidl's and fucking queue out there around people coughing and stuff, or just maybe infecting them. Maybe I've touched a railing, someone else has touched a railing, just simple stuff like that. Like, it stresses me out when people don't think about others than themselves, especially in this time, mate, But yeah, I've had it loads of times. Like, I get quite tight chests a lot. So I used to have asthma as a kid. Like, obviously any underlying, like, health conditions, obviously you're more at risk. Like, I've got a manager at the moment who's off for, like, 12 weeks because he's got asthma. Like, that's mad, mate. Like, I don't have asthma anymore.
12?
Yeah, 12 weeks, mate. He's, his asthma got really bad, so he's on the high alert list or something. High risk or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, he's been ordered to stay at home, basically. Yeah, mate, like, my asthma went away because... I think it went away roughly when I started playing football. Like, I just got a little, like, healthier. And but apparently that, like, the more active you are, I can't remember how it's explained. I could be wrong on this. Obviously, don't quote me in the comments. I get it. Okay, I'm wrong if I am. I guess, you can grow out of it. You can grow out of it. Or if you're more active, maybe your lungs sort of, like, I don't know, they're bigger, so they can help fight it. I'm not really sure. I guess it's something to do with... Maybe my body was a lot active, so I just grew out of it, or my body was able to fight it or whatever. But yeah, I just grew out of it at some stage. But there's this girl in work with me. She told me it's a wise tale. I don't know if it's true or not, because obviously we're not doctors. We scanned bananas and apples. But apparently it can come back every 7 years or something like that.
I am more than happy to go into lockdown every 7 years. That's fine.
I don't know, stuff like that makes me worry. Like, what if my asthma does come back?
Oh, asthma.
Yeah, well, what did you say? Oh, you thought I meant the COVID, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Cut that out.
That's fine. No, but, mate, the stuff like that worries me. Like, how have you been sleeping with all this? Do you, honestly, now, like no BS, are you actually worried about all this?
No, I'm fine. Unless someone in my house, I say I don't care.
Well, you're not worried at all, like you will catch it or whatever?
I mean, I don't leave the house. I've left the house, 3 times, I think, twice to walk the dog and one to go to Tesco.
Damn, man. Oh, I get that. That's fair.
I mean, my mum's a carer, though, so she works with old people, so she's going to kill off, loads of people.
Well, so she's like a mobile carer, like she goes to people's houses, does she?
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
Your mum does that, doesn't she? Or used to?
Yeah, I don't think she's doing it at the moment though, because she's self-isolated with my sister, because she helps my sister with all with the baby and stuff. So I haven't seen, I've seen her a couple of times, but
they live together.
No, she's just staying down there to herself, because me and my brother are at work, because we're working. Like, obviously if she was going back and forth, obviously you're not allowed to help with the baby and stuff. Obviously it's me and my brother at high risk and giving it to her, then God help if she gives it, to my sister or the baby or whatever. So yeah, it's just one of them, mate. Like I said to her, obviously I miss her every day and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's what's best, like, because I don't want any of them to get it, like. But yeah, mate, I'm not gonna lie, like, since all of this is happening, like I assume it's just me, like, worrying, but like at night, mate, my brain is just so, like, I just think the worst. Like, I'd just be sitting there like, oh god, what if, like, every tight chest or every, like, sore throat or headache I get, Like, I'm like, oh God, is this it? Is this it? But I guess that's just me, like, because I'm worrying, I'm causing these symptoms. You know? That's what I think, anyway.
Cough, like, a lot anyway. Don't know why, I just always have.
Mate, I've been coughing recently as well. If you see it on my stream, I'll just be coughing, and then, like, someone in the chat will be like, oh, Corona, and I'm like, oh God.
I mean, I did it quite a bit before the virus even came about, so I'm not bothered about that. Headaches, I get headaches a bit anyway.
I get quite a lot of
I'm not
headaches,
showing any
yeah.
symptoms, and if I do, I'm just like, oh, I'll just have it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, then you gotta, you just self-isolate yourself, then, don't you?
Because if I worry, I'll just never stop, so I just don't think about it, and I'm fine.
Oh, I need to do that, mate. It's so, like, if I was just in my house, like, if I didn't have to go to work or anything, I think I'd be fine, but I think it's the fact that I've got to leave my house and go to work is why I constantly worry. And because that's all I'm doing is talking to customers, and what's everything people are talking about now? COVID-19, and people are telling me stories, and people are having a go at me, and it's constantly, I don't know, it's always like literally what I think about, mate, because I just can't escape it. Like, on my tail, every time someone goes, oh, there's virus, I'm like, fucking stop mentioning the virus flu. Like, I'm sick and tired of talking about this goddamn virus. I haven't heard about that. It's like, oh, is there a virus? Is this it? Oh, no, bloody hell, it's mad. Yeah,
you have to wear a mask at work.
We don't have to. Apparently, my brother was reading that I think it was Aldi's that are making all their staff wear them, and apparently we're getting them.
Do you wear one?
I don't wear one, though. There's someone in my work, Scott, that wears one because he's got asthma, and he obviously he's a bit of a risk, so he wears one. I don't personally. At the end of the day, like, look, I wash my hands. Before all this, I wash my hands anyway. I do what I can, mate. Like, I've come to terms with it. Like, I'm there every day. At first, I was worried about it. I'd wear gloves all the time. Do you know what I mean? And I'd take a glove off, you know, and put the next one on. But
Sorry, you can hit my dog barking, can't you?
That's fine. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, mate, like, there's only so much you could do. Like, if I get it, I self-isolate. I try my best to fight it off, you know? Like, there's no point just spending my time worrying about it. So, like, I just take every day as it goes, mate. I go in, do my shift. If I'm touching people's money, we have hand sanitizer by the till. If someone, like, hands me money... Like, I used to do it between every, like, transaction, but then my hands, mate. I don't know if you've used hand sanitizer, right?
Yeah, your hands go, like, rough and...
Yeah.
Skin's peeling.
Yeah, it's disgusting, mate. So, like, I try to do it...
in between my fingers.
Yeah, mate, same, actually. Well, I don't know now, because I haven't used it in a while, but I did when I was using it all the time. But, like,
I washed my hands anyway, but now I do it, like, 3-4 times a day.
Same, mate. Like,
going outside to the car or whatever, because I've been doing bits of my car, because I'm nothing else to do.
Come
back in, wash my hands, go back out, come back in, wash my hands again.
Mate, like, do you know if, say if I go downstairs now to get, like, a banana, apple, whatever, even if I know I've just been in my room playing a game, I will wash my hands before I touch something. Do you get me? And, like, yeah, I'm proper, like... I think this virus, without sounding disrespectful, I guess I'm worried about people getting offended or whatever. I know I shouldn't, but I mean, I don't mean any offence in that regards. But I feel like this virus has it's obviously has its goods and bads. Obviously, the people have lost their lives to it. Obviously, if any of you know anyone that have lost their lives or you've experienced, you know, this heartbreak, etc. Obviously, my condolences. It sucks. It sucks. But I feel like it's sort of like helped us sort of, I guess, the people. It's helped us realise like the stuff we take for granted, like family, friends, etc. And it's sort of increased our awareness of hygiene. Obviously, not everyone. You still get the dirty buggers that don't do it or wash their hands. But there's so many people like washing their hands now. You know, I guess showering twice a day or whatever. Like it's helped some things. Like I speak to people and it's like, oh yeah, I wash my hands more now, and I'm thinking, dirty bastard. But it's a good thing you do. It's just weird, mate. Like, you know when people were going mental with hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
Like, we sold out, right? And people, like, this, I'm not making this up. This is, I must have had this conversation so many times. Like, people will come to me and tell me, excuse me, mate, do you sell hand sanitizer? I'll be like, oh, no, sorry, mate. I wore out and we're probably not going to get it in for a while because we're low stock in the UK. And he'd be like, that's stupid. What am I supposed to do? I was like, wash your hands with soap, you stupid. Like, what have you been doing all your life? We sell soap, you knob. Like, just wash your hands. We have antibacterial soap. You do. It's like just got to tell. What am I supposed to do, mate? Well, it's all right, John. I got you covered, son. It's a new product we've actually just brought out. It's called soap. What you do, you splash a bit in your hands, you soak it up with warm water, you wash between 30 seconds to a minute, and boom, kills 99.9% of germs on your hands.
You don't have to have a little plastic bottle thing. You just use soap.
Mate, do you know what's actually annoying? Do you know many people don't actually understand? Like hand sanitizer, it doesn't. So it kills the bacteria, but the bacteria is just on your hand, dead. Like you still got dead bacteria on your hand.
Wash it off after when you get home.
Yeah, but people, it's designed for people on the go, like doctors and stuff, you know. Obviously, they're strict about their hygiene anyway. But yeah, mate, like, it's just so frustrating how people are so stupid they are. It frustrates me. Like I see it every day, and when I work, mate, it's just like I look at you and think, God, how have you lived this long? What am I supposed to do? Wash your hands, you twat. Oh my God, it's stressful, mate. Yeah, mate. Another thing that this obviously the COVID-19, it's shown us who the actual people that help run this company, the country. I mean. So, like, a lot of people thought, like, maybe all the billionaires and all the, the entrepreneurs or whatever are the important ones. But what this virus has actually shown us that the most important people are us, mate, the little guys, like the Keyworkers, the NHS, which is, hugely, hugely underappreciated, I feel. Obviously, the supermarket people, delivery drivers, mate, postmen, Like, there's people in the house right now going, oh, I need a new t-shirt. Let's order a new t-shirt. Who's delivering that? John, down the road, risking his life to give you your t-shirt, To
be fair, I just ordered a t-shirt yesterday.
I ordered I ordered new trainers for work, but I feel like I'm not trying to make excuses like, oh, let me go, I need new trainers for work. But I do need new trainers for work because mine, like the the inside of the fabric, it's like ripped, so like the hard bit of like I guess cardboard or whatever, not cardboard, I don't know, whatever material it is.
It's like shoes you wearing, box on your feet.
The hard material is rubbing against my feet, and the soles have gone in them as well, so there's no grip. But I need new trainers, so that's why I ordered them. But yeah, like I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Look, I've ordered stupid stuff that I thought, do I really need that? Probably not. Look, I shouldn't have ordered.
I just ordered a guitar, so it came. That's why I was late. I was tuning it before I got here.
Oh, do you actually? How's that going? Have you played any of you? Do you play any songs or?
No, I can't play the guitar.
Oh, is this your first time learning then? Is it?
Yeah, I was like lockdown. Might as well try.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Mate, that'd be sick.
Because I was late, because I was tuning it up.
What do your parents think of it? Like, are they like, turn it down?
They probably will be.
What type of like, have you got any songs in mind you want to learn, or?
Yeah, but I don't know yet.
Do you want to say, or do you not want to say?
I mean, no one's gonna know what it is.
I may as well. Someone might know, mate. It's not some hidden music genre that you've only people probably know. You say like, oh, it's actually a Quasimodo. What's that? Oh, it's just something I invented.
Something I wrote myself.
Just whipped up the guitar. Cheap plug. Yeah.
What do you think about the clapping forum?
I feel like it's good, mate. Don't get me wrong, but someone.
Not really, I'll be honest, is it?
No,
I'm not against.
No, I'm not against it either. I saw something that got retweeted a lot of times, which you don't realise it till like people point it out. Obviously, I'm not trying to bash or I don't want to cause any arguments or whatever, but obviously, the government, the NHS, I don't know too much of it, so I'm not going to pretend I do. But from what I know, obviously the NHS is poorly funded. They cut their funds. I'm not sure where they put it elsewhere. But obviously the NHS is struggling as it is. And instead of giving them extra funds, instead of like all these rich billionaires and millionaires actually putting their money into the NHS or the government themselves funding it, all they've done is just what do we do every Thursday? We just go out and clap. Like, don't get me wrong. Look, there's other people. Like, there was that man. I can't remember his name. He was the veteran. He walked. I think it was like I can't remember, like a marathon in his back garden. and he raised like a lot.
Lots of gun because he was under.
Yeah, and he raised like millions for the NHS. Like,
Yeah, it was like 20 million at the end, wasn't it, or something like that?
yeah, like don't get me wrong, stuff like that, mate, is fantastic, and I don't want to cheapen what he did because it's amazing. What I'm trying to get at is like why us as people, why should we have to do that? Like him doing that has shown that there's money out there. Obviously, it's money from us that have to donate, but you know there's money out there that could go to it. Why can't the government just go, okay, here's the money, help us get through this pandemic? Why are they just there
Why
going?
is it taking some old fella that's already been through a war to do laps of his garden to set up a GoFundMe by his kids or whoever to raise money? Why can't the government just go, oh, that's like 10 quid to us, bang, a year?
Exactly, like mate, this like they're all on stupid amount of money, like for nothing. Like they cut like, you know, they cut flipping funds here and there just so they can get their bonuses, or all the rich people can benefit. Like all these CEOs can get their benefits. Why can't we all just? It shows how goddamn selfish and greedy like this generation is, mate. It's actually quite scary. Like why can't like the government just go, look, here's the money for this? Like, I'm sure it's not going to cripple the economy, or maybe it will. Maybe I don't know, because obviously I'm not into politics and stuff like that. I don't say I don't care for it, but it's just I don't care to learn it all. I feel like I want to do more in my life than sit there and go, oh, this about politics, this, that. Like I care when it's important, when I need to vote. Like obviously I look into it because obviously I want my vote. You know, I want it to matter. But yeah, it's just, like, I don't understand why. Yeah, like I don't understand why they can't just fund it. It's mad. Like I don't understand how the government's just like, yeah, go on, that's fantastic. Go out every Thursday and clap for them. Like that man raising the money is sort of them just going, whew, that's 20 million we don't have to spend. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Oh, good on him, like, son. Like, and good on him, like, fair play to him. And not just him, there's others that have raised money for the NHS, and obviously others that have donated, like, supplies, food and stuff. You know, like, fair play to us as a nation. When we really need it, we do actually come together and we actually do some amazing things for each other. It's just a shame that, I guess, it's just a shame that more can't be done, is what I'm getting at. It's just a shame that, I don't know, the big chiefs, like, mate, if I was rich, if I was one of these CEOs, or if I had like millions of pounds, mate, I donate $1 million to the NHS, as long as my bills are paid, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why all these millionaires are just sitting there in their mansions going, oh, this virus is, oh, it's crap, and yeah, I know.
Yeah. You don't stay rich by donating all your money, though, do you?
No, I get that, but like, if you say, for example, you're a multi-millionaire, what's $1 million to you? That's like me going, China, can I lend a tenner just to get this hot dog?
Hot Christ, how big is it?
Oh, it's just gone to View Cinema, you know what the prices are like there. No, but I don't know, mate. It annoys me. Like I've given money to, you know, you see the pages like, oh, can you sign this petition, or can you like donate this to this, you know, NHS and stuff. I've done that, but obviously I'm not trying to say like my tenner won't help, you know, because obviously it does help. But I wish I can give more. Like if I was making millions, mate, I'd happily do it. I guess it frustrates me that there's so many rich people out there, and I read all these stories about the NHS suffering and stuff. I just wish more can be done. That's all. I'm sure it will. But yeah.
We're past the peak of it now, aren't we? So it's going down a bit.
Yeah, I heard on the news that we don't know. Oh, I think we're gonna find out when they're gonna. Oh no, they don't know when they're gonna do it, but we're gonna find out the plans of them lifting.
Next week, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. Yes, it's next week. So they're gonna like show us like what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it, which I think will be interesting. I think it will help a lot of people who have been suffering like mentally with all this. I think it will sort of give them hope again.
Relax.
Yeah, relax them a bit. Because I know that obviously, you know, you see it online, people having mental breakdowns because they're stuck in, and you know they don't know what to do, and they just I guess there's the fear of it all and stuff. But Yeah, lockdown. Yeah, I think it'll. Thing is, though, I really hope that people don't treat it like, like it has been a break. Like they go back to like doing the norm, like going out in groups and stuff. I hope people actually. I hope they take like the 2 meter distance, the social distancing. I hope they keep it, and the washing hands and stuff. I hope we don't go back to the way it is, because otherwise we're just gonna be back in lockdown. Like September time, it's gonna rise again, and like, yep, back indoors. Because I'm getting sick of it personally, mate. I want people to go back to work so they don't stop, so they don't keep coming to the supermarkets all the bloody time. It's just horrible, mate. I can't wait till everything goes back to normal. I feel like it's gonna be a long, long time for it. I'm not saying years. Like I just mean maybe a few more months or something of just like not going back to normal. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everyone will be back in work and stuff, and the economy will slowly. Because obviously they're doing this for the economy. They want the economy to keep going, and people to be in jobs and stuff.
Shop and then schools maybe at the end. And...
Yeah, like I think schools will probably open back up September time, because there's no point.
That's the new year anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. I just...
There'll be classes and like 4 kids in each class because they're all so far away from each other.
Yeah, I know. It's mad to think of things like that will actually be. I'm not too sure. I feel like hopefully they'll obviously think about that and they'll do stuff to prevent it. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but yeah, I think it'd be good to find out how we sort of introduce everyone back into the world. And I hope to God that people, for the love of Jesus Christ and the donkey that rode him to Bethlehem, I hope
the donkey that rode Jesus.
No, that rode Mary, and I'm not religious. I don't know. It was Mary and Joseph, yeah.
And the donkey that they rode.
That's it, yeah. The donkey that they rode to Bethlehem. Yeah, I hope that we all we band together and we listen. We still follow the guidelines and the advice, and we don't go back to the way it was. That's all I'm saying on it. I hope we just use our heads, basically. Yeah, so that's been our podcast on the lockdown. We both hope that all of you guys are doing well listening to this. Yeah, let us know in the comments your experience with this lockdown. Maybe some stories you got to tell. Maybe you've tried something new, you've learned something new, or just how you find it in general. And I'll try and get back to all of them. Let us know what you thought of this episode as well. Apologies if it's all over the place. We wanted to make one on it. We didn't prepare any notes just because we kind of wanted it to just be... We wanted the flow better, and we just wanted it to be like an original. We didn't want to make bullet points or anything or stuff, because we didn't really... I guess... We wanted to sound authentic. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you want us to do more episodes about this, or if you want us to talk about any certain things in general. Make sure you drop a comment and a like, because obviously the more interaction we get, the better chances that... Obviously, our podcast gets viewed, and we'd appreciate that a lot, because YouTube doesn't... Actually, no, we're not going to slag YouTube off because they won't push our video. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, you go eat your food, mate. Go eat your food.